And everyone, welcome. Happy Saturday, the day before Mother's Day. So I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies and gents that have played a mother role, even for the fur babies. My name is
Mhm.
Ann Taylor Garcia. I did 25 years in the Army doing finance and budget. Now I'm into personal finances and financial education. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. So today
Oh,
we're focused on how mindful money moves can support both your mental health and your financial wellness. So I'm wearing this shirt to show support for mental health. In the spirit of Mental Health Awareness Month, we're truly grateful you're here. Let me see who's on right now. All right, I see Karen, Joel, Lisa, my walking buddy, Drew, Chanel, Alita. I see a Zoom user, Ahmad, Jane, Virginia, another iPhone user. Okay.
wow.
So thank you for coming on here. I really appreciate you guys taking your time.
I didn't
Again,
mention, but that's okay.
this isn't just another financial workshop. This is part of a one. This is part one of two-part journey. One that is designed to help you not just manage money, but to feel better about it. Who here loves money? Raise your hand or put a one in the chat. Okay. Are you see any hands? I see one. All right. Anyone else? Okay. Chanel, Drew. Yep. We all love money, right? So who enjoys spending money? Put two. Put two in the chat. Okay. I see Nate enjoy spending money. Someone from iPhone. Got it. Ahmad, one and two. Yep. So we like to spend money and we like to make money, right? Well, today is about something deeper than just numbers. It's about reducing stress, resetting habits, and creating space for clarity. And I'm honored to be hosting with Latricia Roberts, someone who genuinely understands the heart behind the work. Oh, okay, I see Brenda. Got it. Okay. Um, as we get started, I want you to take a moment to just breathe.
Hmm.
Okay. For many people, money conversation don't feel safe. They feel stressed, they get embarrassed, they get overwhelmed, and even avoid it at all costs, right?
Must have connected to the
But today is different.
must connected to the TV.
Today is about simplifying your financial life, reducing stress, and building habits that brings peace, not pressure. This is a judgment-free space. No perfection required, just progress. Now I'm gonna turn it over to Latricia. Next slide.
Thanks, Ann. I'm Latricia Roberts, and it is indeed such a pleasure to collaborate with you, Ann. And it's a pleasure having all you guys on today, especially since we both share a passion about mental health awareness and serving our communities. It means a lot to co-host with someone like Ann that who gets the why behind the work that we do. To briefly share a little bit about myself, I come from a military background as well, where I served 26 years in the United States Air Force. And often I found myself discussing personal finances with my airmen because financial literacy has been a part of my life's mission for as long as I could remember, dating back to my childhood. That passion became personal when, as a young college student, I realized that while paying my way through college, I faced a real life threatening impact due to financial stress. Twice a day, I was having to go see my doctor because I was a struggling college student and because of high blood pressure That was my first introduction to high blood pressure because of the stress I was putting myself through to pay my way through college because I didn't want to accumulate a lot of student loan debt. So not only are these statistics that you see on the screen real for me, but it was life-threatening, which led me into the Air Force because my doctor thought that I was going to have a heart attack because of the stress I was, because my family couldn't afford to pay my college tuition. It wasn't just about the dollars. For me, it became a matter of survival, health, and mental clarity. And that's why this topic hits so close to home for me, as well as it may hit close to home for many of you on the call today. Let me just ask you something. Can you raise your hand, if you've ever had a financial stressor in your life that made you reassess, like I did, your life, or maybe a spending habit that you identified yourself, or maybe life identified for you? Thanks, Anithia, for raising your hand. Thanks, Nate, Quentin, and everybody else. Life tends to get our attention one way or the other. Something is going to force us to shift our habits or get our attention. Let's begin by framing the heart of this conversation. Why financial wellness is inseparable from mental wellness. According to the American Psychology Association study that was done in 2024, stress report, 65% of Americans say that money is the number one stressor, more so than work, health, or relationships. That's nearly 2 out of 3 people walking around with a mental weight of financial worry every day. What does that look like in real life for many of us? That is lying awake at night, wondering if perhaps the mortgage or the rent is gonna get paid. Maybe it's avoiding looking at your bank statement. For many of us, it's wondering how we're gonna be able to care for our kids, or having to tell our kids no when they ask for certain things. It's having that fear or that constant feeling of being behind, no matter how hard you work to provide for yourself or your family. The mental health impact is real. Studies from the CDC and the various financial wellness organizations have shown financial stressors stress individuals is twice as likely to report symptoms of anxiety, depression, or even physical ailments such as headaches, fatigues, or, like I alluded to before, high blood pressure. In other words, money problems aren't just staying in our bank accounts. They're affecting our brain, our body, and our overall well-being. But here's the great news that we're here to share with you today. And this is powerful. Budgeting has been proven to reduce stress. Why? Because it gives you a sense of control. It takes the chaos of I don't know where my money is going, and it replaces the clarity and the confidence. Think of your budget not as a restriction, but as a roadmap. It gives you the ability to see ahead. It gives you that clarity of making decisions with peace, and it avoids that feeling of constantly playing financial catch up. That's what this workshop is for. It's to help us move from pressure, purpose, from stress the strategy because when we reduce the noise of money stress, we create a space of healing, clarity, and confidence. Back over to you, Anne.
you, Latricia. So let's walk through this cycle together because this is where most people get stuck. Stress leads to avoidance. Avoidance leads to decisions we don't feel good about, right? And those decisions create more stress. It becomes a loop. So what brought you here today? Number one, in the chat, if it's stress. Two, if it's avoidance. Three, if it's a decision you need to make. Or comment what it is. Like, I'm here to support Anne or Latricia. Whatever you want to put in the chat. Try to make this interactive, okay? Let's see, a 3, decision from Joel. Okay. Hopefully we can help you with some ideas. Drew, have a 2. Okay, anyone else? 3 for Nate. Got it. All right, Karen supporting both of us. Thank you. All of the above, Chanel. Yep, trying to change patterns of spending. Sounds good. So we're gonna have a lot of ideas for you guys to look at today. Okay. All right. So here's the key. We don't break the cycle with pressure. We break it with awareness and better patterns. All right. Back to you, Latricia.
Thanks, Anne. So, what are we covering today? Today is intentionally focused. We're not just trying to fix everything. We're focusing on what matters most first. It could be understanding what stresses you about your finances or identifying the habits that we've developed over time, whether it was watching our parents and their spending habits, or maybe it was not having discussions, hearing discussions about finances, whatever it is, whatever it was that developed habits over time. It could be creating simple systems to help you overcome those habits, and building just 1 or 2 habits that's gonna change those habits that you've created over time. To actually sticking to a plan, because the real challenge doesn't come from doing everything at once. It comes from doing the right things consistently. If stress is a symptom, habits are often the root to changing it. So let's play a little game for just a second. If you feel comfortable, come off of mute and let's do a little chant here. Who's willing to join me? We're trying to make this fun and
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right. Repeat
Anybody else
after
gonna
me.
do it with me? I need
Okay,
one more
I'm
person
on.
like me.
I'm going.
All right,
Let's go.
There you go.
Let's go.
Hey, let's hype it
All
up. Let's
right.
hype it up. Let's do
All
it.
right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go understand, identify, systems, build. Understand, identify, systems, build.
Understand, identify, systems, build.
There we go.
Understand, identify, systems, build.
Systems, build. All right.
Understand.
Thanks, guys, for playing along. Thanks for playing along.
So what do
I
we
see
win?
an
Lottery
acronym.
tickets or something?
I'll send you a lottery ticket to you, Quentin.
Make sure it's
Better
winning
yet, I'll
numbers.
give it to
Winning
Ann.
numbers.
I'll give it to Ann.
Oh, you see, that's where all the money goes anyway. So,
Thank you, Nate, for putting it in there.
All
And
right,
Albert
Ann,
for
back to
putting
you.
the acronym for us. Okay, so this slide right here connects everything. What does it look like to you? I see a walnut, cauliflower, but it's actually a brain, right? Financial stress doesn't just affect your wallet. It affects your mind, your energy, and your relationships, right? So It shows up in fatigue, anxiety, and avoidance. But here's the encouraging part. It's reversible. Small step equals big changes. So let's make this interactive. All right. For a moment, you're not here to just listen to a lecture. You're here to participate with us. So drop one word or an emoji in the chat. How has financial stress shown up for you? So let me see what's you have in the chat. Okay, you guys know where to find emojis, right? You click on the three dots where you say more, and you can put down your emoji. Okay, it looked like either crying or laughing, shock from Joel. This one's laughing. It must be a good thing, right? Sleep. I see sleeping. Okay. Oh, profanity. Okay. So it's different emotions, right? And awareness is step one. Change begins next. All right. Next slide. To you, Latricia. Oh, Brittany looks sad. And Lisa looks shocked. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so we've arrived at the part of the webinar where either this word gives you a migraine, or if you love numbers like me, it gives you excitement. So budgeting is one of the most powerful tools that we have, not just because of financial success, but for a peace of mind. This isn't about spreadsheets or restrictions. It's about alignment, making sure your money is serving your life, not other way around. When we talk about budgeting with purpose, we're talking about clarity. We're talking about aligning every dollar and assigning a job and making sure that job reflects and making sure that it has a real priority. Maybe that priority for some of you is your faith. Maybe some of you is your family or building towards your future. To keep it simple, we're going to use the 50-30-20 rule for simplicity. What does that mean? That means 50% of your money goes towards needs, 30% goes towards your want, and 20% goes towards savings or paying off your debt. But most importantly than the rule, this is about reflection and asking yourself, do I know what I'm spending, and does it align with what I truly value? And the tools that make it easier than ever. Because nowadays, you don't just have to put it pen to paper. There's a lot of apps out there and tools like Mint, YNAB, Good Budget. Could you put in the chat if you are aware of any other tools out there? Perhaps maybe you use some of those tools, because nowadays we have our phone 24/7 and we download a bunch of apps. So does anybody out there have any other apps that they may use or tools that they would like to share with the audience?
This is I'm old school, so I use Excel.
Karen says Money Rocket. Chanel says Dave Ramsey.
Some people, I'm not the only one using.
Yes, I use Excel as well. Yep, a lot of Excels. But whatever you use, the goal is the same. Track it with intention, spend with clarity, and ultimately live with less stress and with more purpose. This kind of budgeting isn't about control, it's about freedom. Freedom from guilt, freedom from uncertainty, and the freedom to build the life that you want. And over to you.
Thank you, Latricia. So let's pause for a moment. This is where change begins. So breathe in and out. We got 25 more slides to do. Just kidding. Ask yourself honestly, where does most of your financial stress come from? Is it divorce, kids, spouse, parents, medical bills? Just put in the chat. Where do your financial stress comes from? New house? Yep. That's right, Lisa. It is a lot. Rent, home repairs? Yep. Child custody? Ooh, yeah. Bills? So there's a lot out there, right? And everyone is, is individual to you on what causes of the financial stress. So what habits do I already know needs to change? You can put it in the chat if you feel comfortable. What do you need to change from it? What habits? I see lack of income. Okay. Remember, there's no judgment, just awareness. The more you're aware, the more you have control over what it is that you need to do, because clarity creates movement. Okay. Do more to save for an emergency fund. Yes, because you never know if the AC is broken, flat tire. Control your expenses. Okay, I see that in the comment. Right. Thank you everyone for your participation. Negotiate. Netflix, Hulu. Yes, subscriptions. Control those subscriptions. I see quite a bit of emergency funds. Yep. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Next slide, Latricia.
Okay, so 3 habits. Financial anxiety often comes from uncertainty or feeling of trying to manage it all without a plan. Even small expenses can feel overwhelming when there's no structure. So now we're going to talk about building that structure. Starting with a basic emergency fund, which a lot of you put in the chat. Remember, we always think that the emergency fund has to be huge, but I want you to think about it, building it in small chunks and slowly over time. Just saving $25 or whatever your paycheck can afford, that's better than standing still or not starting at all. Just $500 over time can be enough to reduce stress. You will be surprised how much having a small emergency fund compared to none can help reduce the stress and prevent you from relying on your credit. And then gradually building towards a 3 to 6 month cushion. A lot of us may have automated payments, but if not, automating your payments can help reduce the mental clutter and risk the late fees that may accumulate over time when it comes to credit card debt. It lessens the things that you have to remember about making payments the old-fashioned way, which means more peace of mind. Emotional spending can be very, very real for many of us because that gives us comfort for a lot of people. Many people spend out of stress or even boredom. Generally, your spending habits, because it helps you keep track of where the money is actually going. It can uncover patterns that you didn't realize that you had, like that emotional spending. And it often leads to more mindful choices when it comes to your spending. And mindset also matters. Simple affirmations like, I am getting better with my money every day. And saying that out loud can be a positive shift in your mindset, or whatever affirmation works for you or that you develop for yourself can develop a shift in your perspective when it comes to money. Financial peace is built one habit at a time. So again, we're at a participation point. So I would like you to unmute and say this quote after me. All right, who's game again? Who's game again?
Let's go.
let's do it.
All right. If everything feels overwhelming,
Everything feels overwhelming.
Feels
If
underwhelming.
everything feels overwhelming,
Everything
I will
does feel
start here
overwhelming.
today.
Can you
I
repeat?
will start here today,
I will
I will
start here.
start here
Start
today.
here today.
not with 10 things,
Not with 10 things.
Not with
with
10
10
things.
Not with 10 things.
one.
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 Thank you guys.
Thank you,
That's
guys.
That's what it's about. It's not about starting with everything so that it becomes overwhelming for you. It's all about starting with just one thing. A small emergency fund, remember, a small emergency fund, automating your bills, and understanding your spending patterns. These aren't complicated, but yet they're powerful because structure reduces stress. Over to you, Anne.
Thank you, Latricia. So this is the blueprint for change. I'm going to pick on people, so be ready. Virginia, can you read number 1?
Yes, number 1 is awareness.
Okay, awareness is to recognize the habit. Let's pick Brenda. Brenda, are you on? That was the 805. Okay, Lisa, can you read number 2?
Interrupt.
Interrupt, to pause the automatic behavior. Number 3, can I get Jane to read number 3?
Replace.
Replace, yes, to choose a healthier action. Number 4, Quentin. I pick on the hubby.
I knew
Number
you
4.
couldn't do it. Repeat.
Repeat. Practice consistency until it becomes a routine. That's how transformation actually works. So here's an example, because I mean, I had you guys reading it, and some of you might not want to comment. So number 1, awareness. Example, I notice every time I feel stressed, I do Uber Eats or shop online. So number 2, interrupt. I remove my safe payment method on Temu and make myself wait 24 hours before buying. Number 3, replace. Instead, I start meal prepping twice a week and listen to a podcast or take a walk when I'm stressed. I call it walking meditation. Number 4, repeat. I check my spending every Sunday and transfer $25 into my savings. Result is less emotional spending, more savings, and a better financial control over time. So how do you replace old habits with healthier actions? You can't simply remove the habit. You just need to replace it. So instead of stress shopping, what can you do? Put it in chat. Or you can, speak. Yeah. So instead of stress shopping, what can you do? Anyone?
Art.
Art. Okay, I heard art. What else?
Make a list of what you want and then prioritize. Okay, this is first, second, third.
Okay, prioritize what you want. Yep. That way you don't spend it all at one time, right? Accountability buddy. Yes. What else? Prioritize. Yep. Okay, you can also go for a walk. It's free, right? A brisk walk, or you go window shopping without your wallet or your purse. Like, oh, dang, I didn't have the money. Just keep walking. Okay, I see Virginia put down craft, reading, go for a drive. Okay, with the price of gas, I don't know if you want to do that. What else? What do we have? Did I miss anyone else? Okay, so exercise, yep. So instead of daily fast food, what can you do? Because you know it's so easy to get the fast food, right, hubby? You just drive down to Bill Miller,
Always.
Chick-fil-A, cook at home,
Hey,
okay?
Chick-fil-A. You don't speak bad on Chick-fil-A. That's Jesus food right there. Calm down. Calm down.
Cooking. See, a lot of people think cooking at home is healthier, right? You know what you put in your food, and you don't let it go to the trash on trash day. It's just gonna spoil. Okay? Yep. A lot of people say cook at home. Yes, you can meal prep. You know, just have your food ready. So if you want a snack, instead of eating the potato chip, you can have apples with peanut butter. Meal plan for the week. All right, Virginia, that's good. Okay. So instead of emotional spending, what can you do instead of emotional spending? Anyone? Anyone do journaling? Call a friend, do a buddy check, go for a walk. Okay. Good, good. Reading, yep, it doesn't cost anything. Maybe, unless you go buy a book. Yep. Okay. So instead of spending online, what can you do? Instead of spending on money online, put the phone down. Okay. Yep. Anybody else? Go to the park with the kids. Yep. That's good too. Exercise, wear them out so they can take a nap, right? Okay. You can also transfer some of that money into your savings account. Walk the dog. Okay. Good, good. So we can have good habits. We just have to practice. What was that? Go to sleep? Is that what you say? Go to the local library? Yep. Okay. So instead of retail therapy, what can you do? Retail therapy. Sometimes you just feel the itch to spend that money. So what can you do? Save it by using the 50-30-20 rule. Okay. Goodwill. Yep. You can shop cheaper. That's right. You can also have free self-care activities. You can do a facial at home. You know, there's some stuff on YouTube that you can just look up, take a bubble bath. What else? What else can you do? But it's free, 99. Okay, so just find other ways of the habits that you are going to spend that money, pause, and then find something else. Okay, so where are you at on your habit reset journey? Are you 1, 2, 3, or 4? Please put that in the chat. Let me see where I'm at. I think I'm between 3 and 4. Okay, Drew's at 1. Karen's at 3. Patricia's at 3. Okay, majority are at 3. That's good. That's good. You know, if you're at 1, then you gotta find number 2. Oh, Quentin's at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. All of stuff. 3. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Back to you, Latricia.
Thank you, Ann. All right, here's where we make things more practical. Remember, it's not about 5 things. It's not about 10 things. It's just picking one. So utilizing the chat again, I want you to pick one thing this week that you want to focus on, because it's about momentum. It's not about big leaps. So if you want to, for the next 3 days, if you want to make tracking your spending for the next 3 days, smiley in the chat. If you want to start building your emergency fund, starting with whatever your finances can afford and building it up to $500, then I want you to put fire in the chat. If it's identifying one habit you want to change when it comes to your finances, put a check mark in it. chat. If it's automating that one bill that maybe you haven't automated yet, then put a 1 in the chat.
It looks colorful in the comments.
Yeah, I see. So Drew has fire. Got and a check mark. Chanel has fire. Bethany has a check mark. Joel has 1. Virginia has 1. Karen has 1. Have a smiley face from iPhone. Lisa has fire. Nate has a smiley face. Tony has 1. All right. Thank you guys for participating. The power of, remember, there's power in patience, being patient with yourself, keeping it simple, and planning. Mindfulness and money for your money habits. It's not just mechanical. It's about working towards whatever goal you set for yourself starting today, and keep building on that momentum and changing your mindset. Back over to you, Anne.
Thank you. Could you make the slides bigger? I think you have the notes page thing on. Okay. You see it, Patricia? So what we did today was foundational. We worked on reducing stress and we reset habits. Next time we build. We turn clarity into confidence and confidence into strategy. That's where momentum really begins. So who's ready for part 2? Same time, May 23rd. Raise your hand or put an 8 in the chat. Okay, I got Lisa with the hand up. I see some 8s. Okay, remember, same time, May 23rd, 2 weeks from now. Thank you. Yep, I see it from Brenda, Nate, Virginia, Jane, Quentin. Oh, is that something else? No. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Back to you, Latricia.
I heard my name. What I do? It's like when your mama call you and you like, did
You
she
weren't
call
paying
me?
attention. You weren't paying attention. That's what it is.
Of course, that's why I'm here, to make sure you look good, So I gotta be the juvenile delinquent in the group.
All right. Joel, could you read the quote on the screen, please?
For a final thought, a clear mind begins with a clear plan. Let's reduce the noise of financial stress through intentional money moves.
Thank you, Joel. So that's what it's all about, having a clear mind and beginning that clear path and having a clear plan. Let that sit with you, because peace comes from not having more money. It comes from having a plan and habits that support your life and your family's life. You don't have to have everything figured out here today. But before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What's one thing that you want to learn more about? Because it's not just about here today. It's about how myself and Ann can help you get better in all aspects of life. Maybe you want to learn more about investing. Maybe you want to learn about home buying tips. Maybe it's about how you can have conversations with your teenagers about money and savings. Whatever it is, please drop it in the chat so we can make note to plan for our future seminars, because it's a community effort here, and we want to give you things that's going to add value not only to your lives but your families.
I don't see anything yet. Oh, investing. Okay. Brittany, investing. How to set up a budget emergency fund. Chanel.
So
Investing and setting up budget, and then purchasing real estate. Chanel say how to set up a budget and emergency fund. Then that we can do the one-on-one with the PFR, personal financial review, with Chanel. Lisa, emergency fund without going into funds I need for something else. Yep. We can have that on our next webinar.
all right, thank you guys.
I appreciate everybody participating and not making me look like a fool, so I'm good. I'm happy about that, you know, and being here, I didn't get to spend money, so see, it's a win-win. I don't have to worry about shopping and all that good stuff.
We still have 2 more goodies after this, so it's not final. It's just final thought. All right.
Oh.
So don't hang up yet, okay?
Don't go nowhere. Don't mind me.
Yes,
Don't mind
yes.
me.
I don't know about you, but I like books. I got a whole library of books right here. Let me see if you guys. Your space. So please use the QR code right there to get your free book and toolkit from today's webinar. Okay. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel aligns beautifully with the Mindful Money Moves webinar, blending financial clarity with mental wellness, mindset because it explores how behavior, emotions, and mindset shape our financial outcome. Often more than income or intelligence, is relatable, digestible, and rooted in real human experiences, not just theory. For me, it helped me reflect where I came from, coming from Vietnam to America with nothing and working 3 jobs to avoid student debt. It also helped me to learn how to handle money today to avoid debts other than the mortgage, and what kind of legacy I want to leave behind to help my kids and others build strong financial habits and manage their money wisely. So drop a 1 in the chat if you want to discover why we spend, save, or avoid money the way we do. Okay, drop a 2 in the chat if you want to discover how emotional triggers shape financial decisions. I got some 1 and some 2. Jane got a 2. I think Drew had 1. Someone from iPhone, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Both, yep. Okay. So when you join us on part 2 on May 23rd, when time? Anybody?
Oh, I
Same
thought you
time.
was calling me again. I was like,
8.
shoot. Joe, I need help, man. She get me. She get me.
What? 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, same time as today. So let's have a discussion about it. You know, hopefully you guys read the book before that time. Okay, so let us know what you would let us know. Sorry, You just messed me up, hubby.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm like the Keel and Peele of the family. I gotta make it fun and exciting, and that's what you get for inviting me in here.
All right. Let us know what would support you best. We're building a community that grows together. Okay. Next slide, Patricia. Thank you, hubby. Thank you for making me laugh.
You're welcome. I always say that. You're welcome. I appreciate everybody being in here, though. It's really cool to see a lot of people in here participating and wanting to better their financial lifestyle. I had to marry somebody to fix mine. I couldn't do it by myself. And I didn't know about this program around. I was like, you know what? She's good at numbers. She's good at this. Yeah. Here you go. I don't need to look at my check. Just give it to her. Like, as long as I can eat, I'm good. So, but you guys have this nice program here. It's working good. Hopefully you guys really, take it to heart and participate and do this. Because living now with like a little bit of financial freedom is so much better than before. So please check it out. Do your best. It's not going to be easy. It took me a long time to try to figure out this. So you guys have people here to help you guys. So do it. That's the only thing I can add to this is just do it. Try it. What you've been trying before is not working because that's why you're here. So try something different. I did, and shoot, I'm good now. I had to marry the daggone thing just to get it right. So hey, I was that loyal to get my life better, and it worked. So
We appreciate it, Quentin. All right. We're here beyond today, as Quentin said. If you need guidance, clarity, or just someone to walk with you, we're always available. We've covered a lot today, but change happens through community. Drop a quick message in the chat. Maybe you need an accountability partner or a coach or just someone to listen. Maybe you're okay financially, and you just need to protect whatever assets that you've built. We have partnerships with a lawyer that could help you with estate planning and trust. Or maybe you're looking for a side hustle and need an extra income. Or maybe, like many of you said, you need help with budgeting. Scan the QR code. We would love your feedback, and you can also schedule a time to meet with us as well, so we can talk about those things as Quentin alluded to. And again, as a reminder, part 2 of Mindful Money Moves scheduled for May the 23rd at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we hope that you join us to continue reshaping your mindset towards those mindful money moves or building on the momentum that you gained here today. Stay connected, stay intentional. And it was a pleasure having you guys with us today. And keep making those money mindful moves throughout your week. And happy Mother's Day to all the women out there and the women and the men that stepped up to the plate as well.
how about I say I don't get no happy Mother's Day? Like what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? I want my discounts too. So do I get a discount code or something? I need some points. I need some points for my cards and stuff because that's what saving money is about. I need them points. I need them points.
Gotta wait till June, Father's Day.
Damn. The struggle is real, boy. The struggle is real. Father's Day is one of the worst ones ever. Like we're at the bottom of the list for celebrating holidays. Like what do we get? Socks, Old Spice. Like, come on now. Can we get something more than socks?
Underwear and
Just saying.
t-shirts. Underwear and wet tees.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm just gonna stay quiet now. She done killed me. Killed me.
I want to add that Virginia put in the chat a resource, FinVet Budget Builder. If you want, you can click on that. Free resources.
All right, guys, it was a pleasure Does anyone have any questions before we close it out?
I want to thank everyone that participated.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we almost maxed it out. So that's
Mhm.
good. Thank you,
Uh-oh.
everyone.
Thank you, ladies, for awesome training as usual. I mean, you put on awesome presentation. I definitely appreciate it. We gained a lot of information, so keep it up. Definitely, we look forward to the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you guys on the 23rd. We'll be sending it out, the flyer.
All right. Have a good one, guys.